Soccer and Lacrosse Complex for tonight's Women's Premier Soccer League Mid-Atlantic Conference Colonial Division match between the visiting Kensington SC and the host SJEB FC. Now let's meet tonight's participants. First, we're visiting Kensington SC, introducing the reserves. Wearing number 1 from Holy Family University, Maeve O'Connell. Number 5 from Montclair State University, Natalie Cecanecchio. Wearing number 10 from Penn State Abington, Caitlin Frank. Wearing number 11, Emerson Cooper. Wearing number 12, Kaylee Daly from Lycoming College. Wearing number 15 from William Patterson University, Bianca Rivera. Wearing number 18 from Arcadia University, Charlie Allmiller. And wearing number 19 from Rutgers University, Tierney Wiltshire. And now the starters for Kensington SC. The goalkeeper, wearing number 00, Aruba Ubinye from Widener University. Wearing number 2 from Fairleigh Dickinson University, Maya Pierce Rufus. Wearing number 3 from NJIT, Siani Magruder. Wearing number 4 from Lincoln University of Pennsylvania, Rihanna Walker. Wearing number 6 from the College of New Jersey, Julie Short. Wearing number 8 from right here at Rowan University, Danielle Short. Wearing number 9 from the College of New Jersey, Rylan Carr. Wearing number 13 from Holy Family University, Gianna Georgette. Wearing number 14 from Thomas Jefferson University, Evelyn Ventura. Wearing number 20 from Temple University, Elena Incapia. And wearing number 23 from Penn State Abington, Madison McDowell. Now introducing the players from SJEB FC. First, the reserves. Wearing number 1, a goalkeeper from NJIT, Enya Carthy. Wearing number 7, a midfielder from the University of Rhode Island, Sierra Penny. Wearing number 15 from South Carolina Upstate, Nevaeh Rourke. Wearing number 18, a graduate from the University of New Hampshire, Delaney Lappin. And wearing number 20 from NJIT, Taylor Stewart. And now the starters for SJEB FC. A forward wearing number 4 from Brown University, Naomi Newihe. A forward wearing number 21 from Drexel University, Olivia Brochus. In the midfield, wearing number 9 from the University of Rhode Island, Emily Morgan. Also in the midfield, wearing number 19 from LaSalle University, Kennedy Erdman. Also in the midfield, number 10 from the University of Rhode Island, Kira Samolonis. Number 8, a midfielder from NJIT, Bella Ramirez. And also a midfielder wearing number 17 from St. Joseph's University, Kerry Jackson. Defender wearing number 3, the captain from South Carolina Upstate, Adriana Pepe. Also in the back, wearing number 20, Danny Stewart.
What?
And a defender wearing number 11, Brianna Lewis from LaSalle University. And finally, the goalkeeper wearing number 13 from Longwood University, Maddie Wessel. The SJEB FC team is coached by Bill Shue. Tonight's officials are Mike DeFelice,
he said number
assistant
20.
referee Jeremy Roseman, assistant referee Samantha Emmy, and the fourth official Ryan Block. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're able, please stand. Gentlemen, remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to beautiful Glassboro, New Jersey, South Jersey, where the South Jersey Elite Barons, the home team, are hosting the Kensington Soccer Club coming across the Delaware Bridge from Philadelphia. This is another contest in the 28th season of the Women's Premier Soccer League in the United States, the longest tenured soccer league in North America for women. I'm Keegan Thompson, joined alongside my co-host, Max Fountain. Max, what do you think about the conditions for the game today?
Well, you know, two teams that are still kind of finding their shape in this early season, where Kensington still trying to find that first win of the season, where they're 0-2-1, where SJEB, they do have that first win of the season where they took down the Delaware Ospreys 2-1, coming off a recent draw 3-3 against Love City. So still trying to find their form in the standings in this early season, but should be a good one. As for Kensington, they've looked good early on. They've gotten some good results. They just haven't had anything to show out of them.
Yeah, that's a good point there. That said, you know, one loss on the season for them. It was the first week. Kensington against Real Central New Jersey, all the way back on the 16th of May to open up the season. That was a 2-1 loss for them, but since then, they have gone unbeaten. A draw 1-1 at Love City, a draw 2-2 at FC Monmouth. They have two more away games, this being one of them, and then they're away at the Delaware Ospreys next Sunday before a lengthy home stretch to end out the year. 3 straight games at home, one against Penn Fusion, the other against the Philadelphia Ukrainian Nationals, and then their final game of the season will be on June 28th against Fever SC. On the other side of things, the South Jersey Elite Barons, this is game 1 of a very long week for them. So obviously, they played their last game against the Delaware Ospreys on June 4th. That was this past Thursday, so it's 2 days on the jump, and now they're playing against another worthy opponent in the WPSL. And then this coming Tuesday, they have a game at Fever SC before coming back here next Friday for a game against Penn Fusion SA, and it doesn't end there because next Sunday they have the Philadelphia Ukrainian Nationals. So in about 8 days, that is 4 matches that they'll need to play.
That's a lot, and you know,
Absolutely, yeah.
It's a lot on the work rate. Also, too, to note, the South Jersey Elite Barons, they have a much shorter bench than Kensington too. So with a lot of games coming up, you know, you're going to expect a lot of quick rotations in and out. Unlimited substitutions too will help them get some fresh legs. It's going to be a physical game, you know, like we noted earlier, briefly ago. Kensington, they've looked strong. They just haven't found their first win in these in their first 3 games.
Yes, and their first 3 games of WPSL action as well, because this is their debut season. A win for them would be absolutely a massive statement of intent moving forward. Now, we've mentioned the wins and losses as this game gets underway for South Jersey Elite Barons already on the chase. They look to kick this one down as far as they could. And a player to watch is definitely going to be Naomi Newihe for South Jersey Elite Barons. She's wearing number 4. She'll be sitting at the top, the true center forward. And she impressed last year when she graduated from high school as a senior. So before any college ball experience, she was already turning heads last year. She stayed with the South Jersey Elite Barons, and she has been a force to be reckoned with this year already. No goals for her yet, but she's just looking for one. Yeah,
the Brown College commit. She's really strong up there at that center forward position, already pressing high in this game, trying to make things difficult out of the get-go for Kensington.
On the far sideline, South Jersey Elite Barons is going to work from the back. This is something really important in the WPSL. It's figuring out where the space is to pass into the midfield. The midfield is going to be the key to unlocking any of these games. And just ahead of us, Kennedy Erdman, the left back, seems like she has some space to run. She'll take it on the outside. Naomi Newihe, with her pace, could get there before it gets to the end line, but she can't quite do anything after she keeps it in. Coming down the near side, a lot of space for Kensington to open things up here. That's Siani Magruder. And her pass intercepted there by Brianna Lewis for South Jersey Elite Barons.
Yeah, good pace to this game so far early on from the South Jersey Elite Barons, and they're looking for Newihe up top, and with her pace, like you said, Keegan, she can make things difficult.
It's one of the notable omissions for the squad today. The South Jersey Elite Barons are missing Olivia McMaster. She had 2 goals in that draw against Love City SC. That was a 3-3 draw at the end. And she scored the opening 2. Actually, she drew the game up 1-1. Then she took the lead to make it 2-1. Tied the game up afterwards, did Love City FC, and then they took the lead. And then it was number 9, Emily Morgan, who tied things up 3-3 in the 90th minute, plus 2 minutes of added time.
And that's a big loss up front, too, next to Newihe, to have that goal-scoring presence, and that's a big loss. And we'll see how they feel that loss in the early moments of this game, but looking good so far, moving the ball quick from side to side.
Great move from Newihe to send that one forward. Kiera Semalonis loses it for just a moment. She was trying to break her way through multiple players for Kensington as they all fan out on the near side. This will be a throw going their way. It'll be taken there by Gianna Georgette, playing out of Holy Family University. She keeps it in bounds as well before it gets sent all the way back down to Danielle Short, member of the Rowan University women's soccer team, so she's no stranger to playing on this field. Yeah. This might be an away game for her team, but it's a home game for her. Newihe gets past a man and takes a tackle, wins the free kick from the far side of the area. Might as well be a shorter corner.
Yeah, and that was a good, really good tackle from Siani Magruder there for Kensington. And the first corner of the game coming up here for SJEB, and a dangerous opportunity off the set piece.
You need to be physical against the center forward from the get-go, and Magruder did a good job of that, but gives up the corner kick. It's an in-swinger, lofty, far to the side of the penalty area. It's kicked out by one of South Jersey's own. Sent back down to the spot where it came from initially. Semalonis gets past a couple. Good pass centrally. Back on the far side for Erdman. Sends that one into the area off the head of Newihe. It was on target, but a good first save of the game from Araba Obinye, the goalkeeper from Kensington.
And let's talk about the ball from Ehrman, Keegan. A really good through ball there, and a good chance there from Nwehe, but just couldn't get enough underneath it off the header. But a really good ball, and that's going to be a foul on Kensington.
That's unfortunate for them. They had room to run, only 3 players at the back, a lot of space there in the middle of the pitch as well. But a free kick at the halfway line for South Jersey, and it'll be Adriana Pepe, captain tonight. Send it all the way back to her netminder, Maddie Wessel. And she'll choose the right back on that far side. Right along the byline, and now both players from both teams looking to cause some problems here. It's been all South Jersey Elite Barons for the past 2 or so minutes, Max.
Yeah, it sure has. They're controlling the possession and this game right now, and Kensington has had some trouble just controlling the tempo and controlling the possession. It seems like it's giveaway after giveaway right now.
I think as soon as this game gets to be a little bit more in their favor, they'll get a lot more comfortable.
Yeah.
It's a possession game, very heavy possession game in women's soccer here in North America. And South Jersey Elite Barons are doing a very good job of exploiting that. Bella Ramirez loses it for the Barons. And a mistimed pass there from Julie Short. It will be a throw-in from the away team bench for South Jersey Elite Barons.
Yeah, and Schwartz didn't really have an opening there. She looked to find a switch, but the switch wasn't on, so she kind of had to panic and couldn't really find a yellow jersey there. That might be a handball.
From Kensington, yeah, handball.
Late whistle.
Very late whistle indeed. But once again, it'll be a free kick from a very similar position to last time. This one will be taken by Brianna Lewis. She'll just take it across the length of the pitch. On that far side, there's a lot of space. Kensington seems to constrict back down to their penalty area. Rushing into play, gets past a player. Pass was off, though. It was cut away by Danielle Short for Kensington.
Yeah, and that last went off the South Jersey Elite Barons, and that was a good play by Schwartz. She read it really well, and now Kensington gets it back, looking to still get under control here and find kind of get a feel of this game.
There's some conversations going down from both teams. One thing I really like is that they're both communicating very nicely to try to readjust and figure things out going forward. Some players tend to put their heads down and not say very much of anything, but they're chatting to each other. They're trying to keep the morale up, try to spur on a comeback here, but it's going to be Erdman taking it for South Jersey Elite Barons.
That's going to be a foul.
Yeah, she drew that one. A shove to the back there. A little too handsy from Gianna Georgette. And that'll be a free kick from about 25 or so yards out from the penalty area.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity, and Georgette got beat, and Ehrman's been really active in this game, kind of everywhere on the field. The LaSalle player.
Sam Malonis' free kick. It's low and nearly low enough for Naomi Nwehe to go for an attempted volley, but couldn't quite get there soon enough. She found the gap, but I don't think Nwehe jumped on it as quick as Sam Malonis would have liked.
Yeah, not on the same page necessarily, and that was a great idea, trying to find Nwehe, your top striker, in there in the box, and just like you said, Keegan, just a little too much on that pass, and I don't think Nwehe was able to get to that ball.
This one hangs low, just gets over the halfway line, but it's into South Jersey Elite Barons territory. Fancy footwork there to get backwards. Kennedy Erdman does a good job of finding a player in traffic. Brianna Lewis sends it up the pitch, but not enough on that pass from Sam Malonis. Good fight from Olivia Brochus. Was looking for Nwehe, but there's enough red shirts back to collect this one. Lewis. Pepe. Or excuse me, that's Stewart's. Won again by Kensington's Maya Pierce-Rufus.
Yeah, and she draws a foul with it as well. Great job there defensively to win that battle and then win the foul out of it as a result.
We're about 10 minutes in, and this could be the first venture into the attacking third for Kensington. They've done a good job holding down defensively. They've been cutting out a couple of dangerous passes from South Jersey Elite Barons. But they needed some distance on this set piece here.
They've been strong defensively. They just need to get something going offensively too, and they just haven't really been able to do that in these first 9.5 minutes of this game.
Newihe looks to chase. A little bit of speed from Pierce Rufus, and she was offsides anyway.
Yeah, and that's a good job by Pierce Rufus, holding her own defensively, realizing the line and Newihe was going to be caught in an offsides position. That's really good one-on-one defense from Rufus.
Yeah, and I think the entire back line did a good job of playing Newihe offside. So even with her pace, she needs to be patient for when that ball is kicked. That one has some legs to it. Gets all the way back down to the back four of South Jersey Elite Barons, and now looking to move ahead. Carr, shot down low, easily collected by Wessel. Ryland Carr over from TCNJ.
Yeah, Carr had a good opportunity there. Maybe she could have taken an extra touch there to get a better shot attempt. Easy save for Wessel, like you said, to her left side, but that was the first dangerous opportunity for Kensington.
It's a foot race on the edge. Newihe tries to keep that one in, but well executed on the defensive end there by Raconia Walker from Lincoln University of Pennsylvania to block her out. It's not often you see a center back able to keep pace with the center forward like that, but she did a really good job of shielding the ball, preventing herself from touching it and earning a goal kick.
Completely, and that's not an easy task, tracking down Newihe, and they did a good job doing so that time, and they've done a good job in this early moments of the game.
You mentioned the physicality earlier. Kensington showing a lot of it. There's a shove, and the official puts his arm up.
It's going to be offsides.
Yeah, offsides is the call, so it'll be another free kick to Kensington. Well, South Jersey Elite Barons, they've been knocking on the door for the past 10 or so minutes, but again, Kensington unwilling to abide.
No, they've done a good job holding their own. They've been really strong defensively and, like you said, holding their own physically and just trying to get some offense going and past the center point, which they haven't been able to do so. And they've been losing the possession a lot lately, so we'll see if they're able to keep it. And this time they're not able to, as it goes right back to the South Jersey Elite Barons.
Yeah, long ball looks to be the option for them right now. They recognize that as a stout midfield they'll need to contend with to make through. So sending a long ball in will give them an opportunity to change the trajectory of the pitch. And good defending there from Kerry Jackson to win the ball despite heavy pressure. But Kensington takes it right back. Passing up and down between the lines, looking to go centrally. Good block from Bella Ramirez from South Jersey Elite Barons. Once again, Kensington on the approach. That one's kicked out by Kerry Jackson. It'll be a throw in the attacking third for Kensington.
Yeah, this is much better by Kensington. It's kind of taken them a little bit to get their form and shape in this game, but they've kind of come alive in these last couple minutes. Had a couple opportunities with Carr, and they've looked much better. It's great defensive play by SJEB.
Late tackle by Kensington, and South Jersey Elite Barons win the ball. Good patience there as the defense has to get back, and South Jersey a lot of time to pick that one out. Moving up centrally is Lewis. Sam Malonis sent to Newihe on the wing. She shifted over to try to find a way in, using her pace, taking long strides, gets over a couple players, centering pass, back door. What a save from Araba Obinye. Now, Vuvuzela or an air horn has sounded in the crowd. Brilliant save. That was a backdoor effort for Bella Ramirez. She had nobody in her path, and then out of nowhere, Obinye kicks that one out, clears the way for Kensington. They have a throw in from the halfway line.
I mean, what a save by Obinye. Just absolutely phenomenal. I thought that was a for sure goal by Ramirez. She somehow kept it out. What a save to keep things level, Keegan.
And that entire sequence was made possible by Naomi Newihe for South Jersey Elite Barons, as another player is fouled, Kerry Jackson hits the turf. And a yellow card, first of the match, is shown at about the 14th minute.
Yeah, that was probably the right decision to hand out the first yellow card a little early than some referees allow, but this is a dangerous opportunity for the South Jersey Elite Barons right outside of the 18 on the set piece attempt. And going back to that save, Keegan, I mean, that was a great through ball from Newihe, finding Ramirez at the back post and somehow stayed out of the net. I mean, unbelievable.
There's a substitution made by Kensington. Maya Pierce-Rufus, who received the yellow, makes way. More on that in a second here. The delivery from Sam Alonis drops down low. Nobody home for South Jersey Elite Barons to pick that one up. It looked like Emily Morgan was the intended target there. And in for Pierce-Rufus is Natalie Chekanekio from Montclair State. She had a goal against Monmouth to salvage that 2-2 draw.
Yeah, it was a good idea on the free kick, just needed a little more there. You would think it was going to be a little more lofted in the air, but it decided to go with the low through ball, just nobody there, like you said, at the back post.
Through balls look to be the main method of attack for South Jersey Elite Barons so far. We've seen a lot of them sent through, but not enough pace for them to get there as Kensington escorts that one out for a South Jersey Elite Barons throw.
Yeah, now South Jersey Elite Barons are putting really the press right now on Kensington. That's a great win.
Yeah, way to take that one back for Kensington, coming back near side, sending this one a little bit further ahead. SJEB's defense a little bit too strong for that one. Erdman on the near side. Samalonis in the midfield. Boots that one deep. Seemed like Kerry Jackson wasn't willing to chase that one, and it'll go out for a throw to Kensington, and this will one be taken by Natalie Chekanekio.
Yeah, it looked like Jackson was a little bit behind the play on that one when the through ball came in. So that was always going to be a difficult one on the switch, but I love the idea. It's just not able to connect with the two, and a little miscommunication there.
SJEB keeps that one in a dangerous area, but Kensington's been able to get there first. A lot of 50-50 balls between both of these teams the last couple of moments. Morgan sends that one in to Brochus. Has a goal already this season. Centering pass kicked out for a corner kick. Well defended there by the away team.
Yeah, well defended really nicely at that near post. That was an important deflection because that ball was kind of in no man's land, and that could have been a goal. That deflection could have saved one there, and SJEB will get another knock at it off of this corner.
That was Rickiona Walker. It seems like she is on Naomi Newihe duty for the time being. Outswinger. Newihe was in her area, headed around by Kensington, dropped down in front of Brochus. She has it. She's being pursued. Shot from distance. Goes way high for Kerry Jackson. It'll be a goal kick to Aubigné.
Yeah, I was wondering if the referee was going to call a handball there on the build-up, too. It was awfully close, and Kensington was appealing for it, but no call. But another opportunity there for SJEB, and they're knocking on the doorstep. They're just not able to get that final touch there to be able to get an opportunity on net.
And the one time they were able to put one close to the net, Bella Ramirez's attempt a couple moments ago. It was a brilliant save from Araba Aubigné. And it's on the far side for South Jersey Elite Barons right now.
Yeah, unreal. I still can't believe she was able to get her foot on that and be able to make a save. That was impressive.
It's no wonder why she is the lady between the pipes as she comes out, decisively saves that one. She took it away from two of the best on South Jersey Elite Barons in terms of goal scoring, both forwards, Morgan, who has a goal this year, and Newihe, who's seeking one.
Yeah, that's not easy, too. It's just great footwork and agility, rushing off your line to be able to make a save there with her right foot. It's just impressive stuff from the goalkeeper.
An impressive pass from the other goalkeeper. It's a little bit too low down, so Kensington has a second wind here. Near side, fancy footwork from Ventura Garcia. Bit of a stutter step there from Tierney Wiltshire from Rutgers. She'll take it back all the way off her line. Back into the defense, headed away. And now off to the races, South Jersey Elite Barons. Newihe asking for it, and she gets it, but she was marginally offsides. She even stepped back to try to time it better. But Siani Magruder was just waiting for her to take another step before closing down.
I wasn't sure if the assistant official was going to call that one. That was marginally close, like you said, Keegan. That was kind of footstep to foot there, and just inches of being offsides. But she was, Newihe was trying to use her pace and her speed to be able to get to that, and they're going to look for her all evening long.
Good shielding there once again by South Jersey Elite Barons, all the way back to Wessel. Soft pass out to Pepe. Sent down ahead. Aggressive challenge. Advantage played to SJEB. For a moment, Kensington wins it back. Good tackle into a pass. Goes out to the far side. More physicality there from Frank. One back again by SJEB. And they have a line ahead of them. A lot of pressure put on to make that pass. Goes out the end. Throw in.
Yeah, Kensington doing a good job of putting pressure on right now on SJEB, and they're on their back every single play, winning 50-50 balls right now. They just can't control the possession, and that's what's killing them right now in this game, and they can't get anything going because of that.
Morgan to Newihe. She was locked down. Brochus is giving chase. Still great work rate from her to try to win this one back, and now it's in an area that's difficult for the defense to get back to. Abinye is there. And now it's sent down in front of their own bench. Kept in? No, it was not. The linesman disagrees. Good attempt from Julie Short to try to keep that one in. Wasn't quite enough.
Yeah, that was a good effort there by Short, and good hustle and awareness to try and make a play on that. Just ran out of room on that far sideline.
Pepe's throw gets into a good area, and another throw pending for her.
And all things considered, Keegan, I think for Kensington, they've done a good job of slowing down Newihe in this attack. Have SJEB had a lot of chances? Yes, as they win a free kick, but they've been really strong defensively and really holding their own against this strong attack, and even though they've had a lot of chances.
They've only given one attempt on goal, one very good attempt on goal, mind you, but it was a great save from Abinye, and SJEB really trying to find a way in. Again, it's just the question of how will they change things up here. Free kick from a good spot. That one has some wind to it off the back of a Kensington head. And I think corner is the official call. The far side linesman said goal kick, to which the Kensington players are questioning.
Yeah, and Kensington not happy with the head official right now. It's tough to see who that went off of last. You know, kind of too close to call it either way, but referee obviously had a disagreement with his official, and it's going to go out for a corner.
The head official has final say as the corner kick is pending. Really good look there, and it's headed over the top. Never mind, it stayed in on the touch line, but then it went out just at the very end for a goal kick, and we have yet another substitution for Kensington. Meanwhile, South Jersey Elite Barons have yet to make a single one.
Yeah, and I think for South Jersey Elite Barons, they really like their shape right now and how they're playing. They're getting a lot of chances. They just have nothing to show for it in this game. It's still not up at 0-0, but for Kensington, they're getting a lot of different looks, still trying to get their feel of this game. They've been strong defensively. They definitely want to get something going in that midfield and attack.
I don't quite think Abinye was expecting to get the ball back there, and a little bit off balance as she made that attempt. Erdman for South Jersey Elite Barons, surrounded by yellow and white. A nice deft touch from Sam Malonis. She's taken off of her feet, though. The official says play on. Near side for Danielle Short. Sent back centrally, and now an opportunity for a breaking ball. Giving chase is Tierney Wiltshire from Rutgers University. She'll take it back down to Danielle Short. Nice touch. Once again, good work rate from Sam Malonis to get back in time and play spoil to that surprise. Another intercepted pass there, a late tackle. The official says no, it was well timed. some of the away fans are appealing differently. Back down for Magruder. She has a lot of time. Well-placed pass, even though Kensington has to back up. Now another one right down the line. SJEB has possession now, looking to move ahead. Newihe waiting for the service. She has to track back, though, and a good shove. Both players tripping over each other. The official goes the way of South Jersey Elite Barons. And Raconia Walker gave that one up, showing some signs of frustration in her body language.
Yeah, and the head coach for Kensington not happy with the call and appealing it to the fourth official, but kind of some, tick-tack fouls that could go either way, Keegan, and they're kind of going in SJEB's favor right now, and they'll have a dangerous opportunity here. And both teams in these last 2 or so minutes they've had promising attacks, but then they've given it away in the end. So we'll see if they're able to get more control of this game and keep that possession and work rate going as this first half moves on.
So it looks like Walker's actually taken off the pitch for the time being. She was limping a moment ago. The trainers came over and had a look. She's questioning the coach right now. But Evelyn Ventura Garcia makes way as well, and we have a substitute for SJEB as well.
Rufus and number 20, Elena Incapea.
Free kick delivered well down in between a couple of players. I think it went off of the face of Emily Morgan before being grabbed by Obinye in net.
That was a great ball, finding Morgan. I think Morgan just didn't get enough underneath it off the header, and it went straight to Obinye's hands there in net. But a good opportunity once again, and these set pieces have been really solid. Just SJEB's not getting much underneath it off of these header attempts.
I think they don't have enough players in the area as well. They have a lot of players well spread out in the box, so there's a lot of options. But as soon as Kensington knows where the ball's going, they collude and bring a lot of players together to try to stop that one off. That's why I think some of these corners and free kicks haven't been the best. Tripping along as she goes, Bella Ramirez stays on her feet. Back down to Samalonis. She has options towards the back. She seems she wants to go forward. Shot from distance, down low, grabbed by Obinye once again.
Yeah, and that play all started with that turn from Ramirez. Great turn in space there to find Samalonis, and that was a great play. Samalonis had a great opportunity there to get a good shot. She did, just didn't get enough underneath it, and SJEB once again on the doorstep, trying to find their first goal and take the lead in this game.
One thing about SJEB that I really like is that they're going up and down between their lines to try to take space as it comes. They're not just full tilt going forward when they can. This was an opportunity where they could have. Newihe was looking for service from deep. But now there's a lot of pace coming out from Kensington. A brilliant tackle made by Samalonis to win that one back for just a moment. And now another break. But it's corralled well by Pierce Rufus. Loses it for a moment again. Now it'll be a foot race to this one. 2 players from each team in that corner trying to keep it in. And a nice turn made by Charlie O'Miller.
And Pierce Rufus has had a phenomenal game for Kensington. Really strong defensively and has made a lot of tackles and really hold her own against this SJEB attack.
It was a nice break down the left wing for Kensington. 5 red shirts around them, makes a pass through, maintaining possession in their attacking half. Kensington looking for a chance here. That pass down the line a little bit too far away from Danielle Short, as this one is cleared very far, goes out at about around the halfway line. It'll be a throw to Kensington, and it seems like it'll be taken by Kaylee Daly from Lakeamine College. Headed back centrally, drop down low for SJEB. Bit of a heavier touch from Lewis, loses it for a moment. Ball goes out, throw to Kensington. Similar places before, and we have couple subs coming on once again for Kensington. It will be Caitlin Frank making way alongside Danielle Short for 2 players of their own, and I think SJEB will be making their first substitutions of the game as 3 red shirts are waiting on the touch line. So a lot to keep track of here, folks. Jackson, Ramirez, and Morgan are all coming out. And mind you, only 1 non-goalie player has been substituted in this shift for South Jersey Elite Barons. They have 5 bench players. One of them is a goalie, and that is Anya Carthy. Ball got stuck between a couple players. Appeals for handball go unnoticed. Kensington breaking their way back down. Another kick to give up a throw, but nothing more from Brianna Lewis.
Yeah, that's a great job defensively from Lewis there. And even though it went out for a Kensington throw, she won that play and made things difficult for Kensington in the build-up.
Daly directs traffic, gets it back centrally for Kensington. Shot from distance, not enough curve on that one. Goes out for a goal kick. One of the first of the game, if not the first, for Maddie Wessel.
Yeah, and I don't mind that. That's a pretty good idea there from McDowell for Kensington, and there was nobody in space, and she didn't really have many options. So why not take a shot from distance where they haven't had any shots in this game, and haven't really made Wessel work at all back there in the net.
Yeah, I mean, massive credit to the back 4 for South Jersey Elite Barons. They've been doing a good enough job of keeping the ball away. And we're getting to see the first bits of presence from Nevaeh O'Rourke on the far side, wearing the number 15 shirt for South Jersey Elite Barons. And another long throw as she chases this one. It's kicked high in the air by Chekanekio of Kensington. Still a couple players fighting for it. Chekanekio receives again. Back down, has to go back centrally. A foot race there. Oh, and it goes off the netminder. Another slide tackle. Brilliant play from Magruder. Gets down low, realized she was the last player standing there against the overwhelming force of Naomi Newihe. And a tougher touch from Mbinye to make initially. That could have been daylight and nothing more for Naomi Newihe. Once again, Magruder closes that one down. Again, the defense, second effort there, proving its piece for Kensington.
Yeah, Magruder and Rufus have been phenomenal back there defensively for Kensington. They have both individually had themselves a game. Really nice defensively. Great tackle there by Magruder to win that back as the last player back, like you mentioned. And she probably saved the goal there as Newihe was out there in space.
South Jersey again knocking on the door. Goes all the way around, drops that one down low, but there was nobody home. I like the idea from Sam Malonis, but nobody followed that one in. Everyone was on the wings. She might have done better to hold that one a little bit longer.
Yeah, it was a good idea, like you mentioned, and Sam Malonis has kind of been all over the field for SJEB, making an impact in every way right now, and like you said, no options up front there as Kensington wins it back.
But send it in to 3 players at the back for South Jersey. Bit of a foul off the ball. It'll be a free kick given to Kensington just at the edge of the Rowan University Prof logo at the halfway line.
Yeah, I had a feeling the official was going to call that right there. It's kind of a foul in the buildup as Kensington was trying to get something going, and there was a trip from behind there, and they'll have a free kick here.
Well, some distance they need to cover here, but they can easily get this one into the attacking third. Instead, they'll keep it down low. It still makes its way over the line. McDowell sends that one past the goal as well. It'll be a second goal kick to Wessel.
It's McDowell's second opportunity in these last few minutes where she's kind of had a shot from distance there, and kind of similar result each time, as that one was a little more closer to the net.
Well, it was a nice reception there from Gianna Georgette. A bit of a misplay on the goal kick. However, South Jersey Elite Barons again, second effort there to win that one back. Speaking of which, Emerson Cooper wins that one for the away team, and they're switching fields quickly enough. It's over down to Natalie Chekanekio.
Yeah, and for Kensington, they're looking to go quick because of the press from the South Jersey Elite Barons. Really nice play there. And it'll go out for a Kensington throw, and that's why they got to move quickly, because the South Jersey Elite Barons are on their back every single time.
Kensington doing a decent job maintaining possession for the stretch. About 4 or so minutes, I'd say they have the advantage here. That's a long ball all the way back down, but too far, and Manny Wessel collects.
Yeah, the idea was on there. It was just going to be too much on that pass and going to go straight to the hands of Wessel.
This is what you call Route 1 football that Kensington is opting for right now. Kick the ball down, have somebody chase it, try to get between the lines. They're doing a decent job of it right now as South Jersey Elite Barons looking to build from the back. Chekanekio sends that one back to her players ahead. No one seemed like they wanted to move forward. A hard hit delivered onto Emerson Cooper. And now 2 players collide and hit the deck. South Jersey Elite Barons wins that one.
Yeah, that was a good battle by both players. No call on the individual attempt, and then South Jersey Elite Barons won it back with the free kick. A little nudge there. But they're looking to control it here. Still no score in this game. It feels like South Jersey Elite Barons should be up, but Kensington holding their own right now.
In any of the games that Kensington has played, neither side ended the match without a goal. Same can be said for South Jersey Elite Barons as Newihe tries to close down on that one. Erdman on the near side takes a shot directly into the arms of Araba Obinye.
That was a really good pullback there from Newihe, and she found Erdman in space. Erdman had a great opportunity there, great look. Maybe could have taken an extra touch to get a better shot on target, but another good opportunity there from the South Jersey Elite Barons, who are playing really well right now.
You don't often see left backs take good shots like that. 2 players on 1 for Kensington, but still fighting through it. Brianna Lewis keeps the ball in the air for a moment. Kensington slowly moving players up before moving backwards, trying to find another avenue to get this ball in play. Yeah, just walking all the way back down, Emerson Cooper. High boot. I was well controlled by Brochus to not accidentally kick Magruder in the head.
Yeah, and like you said, a little of a high kick there, dangerous play a little bit. Then Kensington got the foul back in the end there, but that's a strong level of play and strong level of dropping back and in and winning that ball to be able to get the ball back, and that's a job well done by Kensington. And they're matching the physicality for sure. They're just trying to still get that feel going offensively.
That kick made it to the penalty area, and now some space for Carr. She's being pursued relentlessly by South Jersey Elite Baron, and another pacey takeover by Olivia Brochus. That's back out to Erdman. Excuse me, that's Taylor Stewart on the far side. Sends a ball centrally in to Newihe, tries to win it for a moment. More pressure mounting for Pierce Rufus. Newihe wins that one. Shot down low and wide of the net, goal kick.
Yeah, and that was a great ball looking for Newihe, and then she had another opportunity to come back and take a shot, and maybe she could have taken an extra touch. That was a little far out to be able to get the shot that she would have liked, but another opportunity. They're trying to get Newihe involved. They are. She just hasn't had the strongest opportunity to be able to do something with it.
That was the first chance for some time that South Jersey Elite Barons have had. Kensington has really taken over the past couple of minutes. And the proof is in the pudding there. It's a very short bench for South Jersey Elite Barons. Only 4 outfield players plus a goalie sitting on the bench at any given moment tonight, as Erdman will make way for Delaney Lappin. Back down to Danny Stewart. All the way back to Wessel. Look how fragmented South Jersey Elite Barons are right now. They have 5 players in the backfield and a lot more players up front that had to come back down. That's why they had to go back to Wessel, just to buy some time to make that transition. Newihe helps this thing along, but another well-defended play from Siani Magruder to chip that one away before the play got developing for the home team.
Yeah, and it seems like Magruder's winning every 50-50 tackle right now, and she's first to every ball and making a play every single time, and that's just shows her physicality level and work rate defensively and tracking back every time.
Speaking of work rate, Samalonis sent a nice pass in there as she intercepted there on the one touch. Was looking for Newihe to make a move, but Newihe stayed her ground, and Kensington nearly had another opportunity there. But it is South Jersey Elite Barons retaining possession for just a moment there. Nevaeh Rourke with a mistimed pass tried to make up for it. She put a lot of pressure on the back end, though, which allowed South Jersey to win that.
17, Carrie Jackson.
Yeah, and Kensington trying to create something in space. They just don't. They're not winning it on the wings right now, Keegan, and they're not able to get that speed and match the speed of the SJEB's defense, and that just goes to show how strong they are on the wing backs, and they're able to build every play up through the back, and it's been really strong in this first half.
It's looked like a back four that South Jersey Elite Barons are playing, but what's actually happening is, depending on where the ball is, they've been bringing up their fullback into the midfield and having a 3 center back look with 1 fullback on the other end. And then when the ball's on the far side of the pitch, they've been sending that fullback forward and dropping back. In this situation, it would be Carrie Jackson.
Yeah, that's a really good point, and completely agree with you. That's what their form is right now, and they're doing a good, really strong job defensively, but look out here.
Tripping over the ball, winning that one with her face. Physicality coming from Hincapie, won back by Danny Stewart.
Yes.
SJEB with a heroic moment of their own this half.
Stewart did a really good job tracking back there on Hincapie, and really job well done defensively to be able to track back and make a play on the ball. That's good pressure there by SJEB.
Hincapie scored the lone goal in the loss against Real Central New Jersey in the first match week of the season in that 2-1 effort. That was the opening goal of the match, by the way. They went up 1-0 and then gave up 2 more to concede the loss, their only loss of the season, and the only loss between either of these teams this year, as South Jersey Elite Barons are still unbeaten. They have a win and a draw.
Kensington SC, number 15, Bianca Rivera.
Back down on the near side, Jackson gets past her player, takes it back in, cutting inside, a diving play, and 2 Kensington players off balance did enough to stop that attack for a moment. It'll be a corner kick on the near side as some ominous dark cloud covers roll in.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. There's definitely some scattered storms here, and hopefully none come our way, but awfully dark clouds. But going back to that play, Keegan, that was a good play there by Jackson, but an even better tackle by Kensington to force another corner. But SJEB will have a chance here as the last couple minutes of the first half dingle away.
Sam Malonis right into the arms of Abinye. I like that one. Trying to play it right across the goal line, Abinye, with her size and her height. Nice catch from her.
Yeah, Abinye has really good hands, and she has really good footwork as well back there, and she read that really nicely. And that was, like you said, I love the idea there to put a ball right there near the goalkeeper, just no one in space, and Abinye was first to that ball.
Lewis. Jackson loses it. Throw to Kensington as we are down to the last 2 minutes of regulation time in this first half. Newihe charges into a player and gives up a free kick against Evelyn Ventura Garcia, the Thomas Jefferson University player.
Yeah, Newihe was trying to make a turn in space, just got a little too physical there for the referee's liking, but like the idea, try and turn away from the defender. Now they're out in space.
Great touch there, a little bit of a pullback, stays on her feet, but still loses out in the end. Olivia Brochus tried to do that one herself.
Yeah, and a great recovery once again from Magruder to be able to win that back, but SJEB wins it right back in space.
It was a great block from Taylor Stewart, dropped it backwards. Now it's with Pepe. Back up to Stewart. On the far side corner. That one gets all the way centrally, batted down, out so far as South Jersey Elite Barons, and it's Olivia Brochus to break the deadlock in the 43rd minute. That is her second goal of the season. And that is her second game-opening goal of the season as well, as she scored last week out against the Delaware Ospreys on Thursday.
Yeah, and it was a great initial punch there by Abenye to be able to make the initial save. Brochus there, like you said, right place, right time to be able to make a play on it. And looking at the replay once again on it, Abenye makes the initial save. Brochus, I mean, you could have finished it better than that. And that was a great goal for SJEB to get on the board, and they lead 1-0 right as this end of the first half is going to come to a close.
Abenye tried to do enough there. She got the initial touch, but then it squirted all the way back out to Brochus for her second goal of the season. And she currently leads the team in that regard, tied for first with Olivia McMaster, who is not in the match squad in the outfield or on the bench this evening.
Yeah, and Keegan, you think too for Abenye, who's had a really strong first half, maybe she could have gotten a little more on that punch to be able to get it away, but nobody tracked down Brochus, and she made a great finish on the goal, and that's going to do it for the first half.
Some polite applause from the crowd as they got their fireworks towards the back end of the half. A good strike from Olivia Brochus after receiving the ball off of a difficult save to make from Araba Abenye, but we have neglected to mention so far that it was the really strong effort from Taylor Stewart on the far side to send that centering pass in. Was looking initially for Naomi Newihe. Her pressure forced Araba Abenye to make a difficult decision, punch the ball away to the best of her abilities. But at the end of the day, it was Olivia Brochus coming in from the edge of the penalty area, receiving that one, taking a nice second touch, firing into the top right corner to make it a 1-0 WPSL match with the South Jersey Elite Barons looking for the win, their second of the season.
Yeah, and that goal was a long time coming too, Keegan. They had a lot of chances that just didn't go their way, and credit to Abenye in net too. She had a really solid first half, and she made a couple really good saves. That one initially with her foot, and like you said, great through ball there by Stewart to be able to put a nail in this first half, and great finish there from Brochus.
Once again, South Jersey Elite Barons up 1-0 over Kensington Soccer Club. When we return for the second half of action in just a couple of minutes, we will see how different the conditions on the pitch are when we return. Keegan Thompson alongside Max Fountain will be back in a few moments. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this WPSL production of South Jersey Elite Barons hosting Kensington Soccer Club. Second half is underway. I'm Keegan Thompson, joined by Max Fountain. We have moved things indoors as the winds have picked up outside, but the heavens have not opened up yet on this one, Max.
No, and definitely some dark clouds coming through, but going back to that end of the first half, Olivia Bruchis giving SJEB the 1-0 lead over Kensington, and a great finish there. Right place, right time to be able to put them up 1-0 and break the deadlock in this one.
Well, I think South Jersey Elite Barons thankful for a break there. A very short bench for them tonight. They used every player on the bench pretty well, except for Anya Carthy, who is the lone backup goalie on the squad this evening. But she has actually joined the pitch, and she is playing in net for this second half here. Maddie Wessel given a break for her major efforts in the first half.
Yeah, and like you said, SJEB having a limited bench. They were a little late with getting some subs in, and now they're kind of rotating players in and out.
Looking to move up the pitch again. Olivia Bruchis, who scored the lone goal of the match, her second goal of the season, tied for first on the team with Olivia McMaster. But that attack stifled out as soon as it started, and it is SJEB trying to build from the back once again. Kensington did show a lot of promise from about the late 27th minute all the way on to about the 38th or so minute. They had a good majority of the ball. We're looking to put attempts on, but they only netted one shot on target rather in the first half collectively.
Yeah, and it all started with them defensively and building it out of the back. They did a really strong job of doing so, and that's how they kind of created their shape and form. And now for SJEB, a new goalkeeper as well, Anya Carthy in net.
Well, and if I'm Kensington, I want to test her as early as I can.
Definitely.
And they have an opportunity to do so. Georgette has to drop it back down, but her pass off target, Carrie Jackson, lobs this one as far as she can. Collected well by Rickiona Walker. Kensington moving out again through the midfield. Again, you mentioned earlier at the end of the first half, Max, that it didn't look like too much play on the outsides for Kensington. They tried to build up the middle where the majority of the South Jersey Elite Barons will be playing. So that outside perimeter hasn't been as effective as South Jersey Elite Barons.
Yeah, and that's one point I'm looking to see if that changes, because they're trying to get space through the middle, and they're doing a good job of doing it right now, as that goes straight to Carthy in net. But they're doing a good job of kind of breaking down the middle of space, but it felt a little forced in that first half. I would like to see if, maybe they look on the outside and look for their wings to kind of try and create some space and get some opportunities.
Well, that shot from the corner came in from Julie Shorts, but it was picked up immediately by Carthy. So one of her first actions of the match, and she does well.
Great ball.
Yeah, through ball for Bella Ramirez chasing this one down, but once again, Walker gets there first and escorts it out the touchline for a goal kick.
Yeah, Walker did a good job of controlling that in space and able to track back, and great one-on-one defense to slow down SJEB's attack, which, like we talked about in the first half, Keegan, they've done a really good job, all things considered. Only one goal on the score sheet so far for SJEB, and Kensington's defense has been definitely up for the task.
They need to be up for it again. Well, Ramirez. Now to Newihe, who got a little too fancy on her steps. Lost it out to Magruder. A lot of pace from her, and it goes out the near side itself.
Yeah, and Kensington, all the credit goes to their defense and their back line kind of slowing down, and strong work rate as well, and winning the physicality battle. And Newihe and the other forwards, they've been slowed down, and just one goal to show so far in this game. No call there made as Kensington is up and running.
Yeah, Walker had Newihe locked up there. She wasn't able to move as much as she would like to. That's how you deal with pace. You be a little bit of extra physical that you wouldn't be otherwise on most players. An errant pass from Carr goes by the wayside. South Jersey Elite Barons looking to start the press again. And now they're moving down a long ball. A lot of space on the wings. Bruchis loses that one. Just a little too far away from her. It'll be a throw to Kensington.
The idea is on. You just got to connect a little bit on these passes if you're SJEB and put a little less oomph on it and, keep it under control and regain that possession, which that was a little of an issue there in the tail end of the first half, and it's kind of carried over into the second. We'll see how they're able to adjust.
Trying to break through. No call on that one. Carr with a nice ball on the outside. Speed from Hincapie. Takes it inside. Drop down low. Back door. Just too far away from Julie Short, who was waiting to bite down on that delicious attempt.
Oh, that was a great through ball, Keegan. There were two white and gold jerseys there in the area and just couldn't find either one of them. But that was a dangerous opportunity. Their first real opportunity at goal in the second half, and it was a good one.
So that build-up very similar to the amazing save that Aubigné saved earlier from Bella Ramirez.
Yeah, that's a good point. It was, and like you said, it was very similar in the build-up, kind of two passes before they put the last through ball in the six, just not able to connect.
Another centering opportunity there. Was looking for Newihe, but once again, cut out by Walker, who's doing a really good job of keeping a lid on that white-hot center forward.
Yeah, and in the first half, it was Pierce Rufus and Magruder kind of slowing down the attack for SJEB. In the second half, it's been all Walker, and those three goals have really been up to the task in this game and done a really good job back there defensively.
Pierce Rufus and Brochus tied up in the corner flag. SJEB keeps that one in for a moment, but they lose it out in the end to Kensington. It will be a corner on that far side. By the way, in the first half alone, South Jersey Elite Barons mustered 4 corner attempts, and meanwhile, not a single one so far in this game for Kensington.
Yeah, and that kind of just shows the buildup and kind of more of the speed and pace in the midfield, and that's been the difference maker in this game.
Very well-timed tackle from Magruder to delay the attack from South Jersey once again. Nice through ball sent down. A shot on goal. Did she grow wings to make that save? I think she might have, Max.
Yeah, I mean, she timed that perfectly. Great save by Aubigné in net there to punch it over the bar and force a corner. What a save. And she's had a really solid game there in the net and really holding her own and only allowing 1 goal in this game that she had no chance on.
Yeah, again, it was a bit of a blunder for her to give up the attempt from Brochus. As we have a near side corner for Samalonis. She'll take it down low, gets it right back on the give and go, gets between the legs of Magruder. Back down low for Brochus. Back inside again, but not enough pace for Kennedy Erdman to keep it from going over the byline. It is a goal kick, and Aubigné has been rewarded for her amazing effort earlier.
Yeah, and I think there, Keegan, Erdman kind of wanted to play it off to Brochus, and Brochus just didn't have enough room to be able to recover there. But a great idea, and again, it just Aubigné doing a phenomenal job in net for Kensington.
Good turn to get that one back from Danny Stewart. She was being pressed down by Gianna Georgette. She did a good job getting past. Samalonis, who has played just about every inch of this pitch this evening. You want to talk about work rate? She's one of those players you need to look at. She has been everywhere on all sides. She's been defending, she's been pressing, she's been making passes, she's been intercepting balls out of the air. I don't think there's a more complete player in this match.
Completely. Sam Malonis has done a phenomenal job as that ball was looking for her inside. And whether it's tracking back defensively or creating things in the midfield, it's just been, her name has been called numerous times, and for good reason. She has been all over the field, Keegan, and it has been a standout player for this SJEB side.
Great set piece taker as well.
Yeah.
Just anything you need her to do. We haven't seen her in net, however. I wonder how she'd fare if she put the gloves on. Kensington recovers this one. And it's been a really good partnership at the back with Pierce Rufus, Magruder, Walker, as well as Cecchinetto, who got subbed on about halfway through the first half. And that opportunity now on the outside. Julie Short from the College of New Jersey. Take it on the outside, looking for some help. Chooses Cecchinetto, who curls this one far. SJEB gets there first. Lots of pace going up the midfield. Keeping that one very well and taking a hit at the back end. Spurring on Newihe to take it inside. Walker cuts her off. Loses the ball for a moment, but good thing her teammate Magruder is there. And another really good opportunity completely spurred on by Sam Malonis.
Yeah, and going back to that tackle by Walker, that's been the story of this game. That back line is a push here from Kensington. Great tackle to win that back for a brief second.
Lewis, well done there. But out the edge of the penalty area, Georgette looking to get past Stewart. She chooses to go backwards, but it was Bella Ramirez waiting for that one.
Yeah, just didn't have many options there in space. Was looking to shoot, didn't really have the opportunity, and nobody to be able to feed a pass off of two. That's a great ball.
Opportunity for Newihe, grabbed at the back. Easy call for the official. Has to reach into the pocket, and he'll be pointing at Raconia Walker for that yellow card.
Yeah, that's going to be an easy call and an easy caution as well, as Newihe was out there in space and she was roaming. She had an extra touch. She might have been onto net, and that's just a great play in the build-up, finding your star forward up top, and a great initial touch to be able to feed it off of her shoulder, and she gets a very rewarding free kick out of it.
Walker may be a bit lucky there to get away. Some officials would point to that and say red card. Ooh. Good attempt, goes just astray behind the back end.
Yeah, and an important deflection off of Kensington as well to be able to force a corner there, as that was going towards the back end of the net. And important deflection, and SJEB gets another corner.
Well, they haven't scored off of a corner yet, but they've had quite a few this match already.
Yeah, and it's come in kind of a variety of ways, too. We'll see what they do here.
In swinger, goes towards the back end, glances off of Carrie Jackson's head and out the back for a goal kick. She was off balance on her jump, I think, and maybe leaning towards one side before the ball entered her cranium.
They like that in-swing ball a lot. They've kind of done that a lot in this game, and it's kind of a little too much English on it, but it's a good idea, and a sea of red jerseys there, and just too far of a touch.
They're still keeping it in play, though. Moving up. Great pass to find Brochus. Loses it out in the end. Another good jump by Magruder all the way from NJIT.
Yeah, Magruder's had herself a really nice game for Kensington. She did a good job there shielding that on the ball out of play and went out for a goal kick. And those wingbacks and center backs have been the story of this game, Keegan. They have, without them, who knows what the score of this game would be. And they've done a really good job of slowing down SJEB and making things difficult for them, where they haven't really had any easy shot attempt outside of that goal and a few others.
Yeah, and on the other side of things, Natalie Cecchinetto is at that left back position on the near side. She's been a component of that offense as well, getting things going, as we'll have a Kensington throw at the edge of the attacking third.
Yeah, going back to your point, she's been phenomenal off the bench, really giving them a boost of energy on defense, and they've just been solid back there all game long. And that's another great tackle in the midfield there by Kensington.
Yeah, once again, Walker. Naomi Newihe has been getting attempts, and she's been getting the ball a little bit more towards the middle part of this second half, but I think she's been trying to take too many touches to try to really secure herself, but breathing down her neck, Riona Walker has been there every single time.
Yeah, completely. They've made things difficult, and they've made her take that extra touch that you were pointing out to, and it's been a difficult story for her all game. And they've once again another really strong tackle there by Walker to be able to get the ball back for Kensington.
Yeah, forces a difficult pass from Newihe as she's off balance again, just getting too involved in her personal space. Not even really pushing or shoving at all, just being a presence.
Completely. and making themselves known that they're right there. There's a yellow and white jersey there every time. That's a great ball.
Yeah, and Ewihe comes back down to pick that one up. Hincapié locked up with Jackson, who keeps it in. Centering pass, dropped down by Walker. Hincapié goes to the ground as the ball was coming back in. The official signals for a
goal kick.
Goal kick.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no call made there in the box. That was a tough one. There was a lot of contact going both ways, and I wasn't sure if it took a deflection too on the ball, the initial ball, and went out for a corner. But the referee and the AR both agreed that it will go out for a goal kick.
Jackson was relentless in that spot, but it will go the other way. Great pace from Magruder to get past a couple. Taking it all herself, surrounded by red shirts, trying to buy some time, has a player on the back end. Pierce Rufus lofts that one. Now it's on the near side for Caitlin Frank, all the way from PSU Abington. Now going through center, getting past a couple. Can't get past Sam Malonis, just a little too fast, as Stewart will receive this one. Pepe.
And Keegan, a lot of what we've seen in this second half is kind of pressure from both sides. There's been a couple chances in this game. We'll see what the call is made there, and it's going to be a Kensington free kick. But going back to my point, it's just the physicality level has been on point by both teams. They're winning, competing for every 50-50 ball, and this might be lightning, if I had to assume.
There was a flash. The official signaling both players to go over to their respective benches. And at the 62nd minute, going on 63rd, a lightning delay is seemingly issued. So both players, for their safety, will be removed from the pitch, as well as our spectators. So we will go to a bit of a break. Score still holds 1-0.
Recommend you please leave the stands.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back from our lightning delay. 63rd minute incoming on this free kick, starting things off here from Kensington. It is still a 1-0 contest at the Rowan Soccer and Lacrosse Complex. South Jersey Elite Barons seeking their second win of the year. Kensington chasing a deficit, looking for their first. I'm Keegan Thompson. Max Fountain is alongside me. It's been some time. The pitch conditions are completely different now, Max.
Yeah, and Keegan, luckily the storms are clear and we're past that. It luckily wasn't a super long rain delay, roughly 40 minutes or so, and could have been much worse, but still a lot of game left in this one. Still a 1-0 lead that SJEB holds. And like I said, a lot of game left, and Kensington definitely has an opportunity to even things up here.
Well, South Jersey Elite Barons, one thing about them is they don't have a very deep bench, so their players might have been tired earlier, but a 30-minute break probably served its part to give them some time to stretch their legs a little bit and maybe relax, sit back down, and they could be playing at near full strength at this point as Kensington is looking to break ahead now. On the far side, Elena Hincapie loses it out for a moment, a slide tackle, not enough to get past from Caitlin Frank, wins a free kick, and it's the speedy Brianna Lewis on that far side.
Yeah, and a little unfortunate there for Kensington, as that was a great initial through ball from Frank. Lost it in the build-up, and SJEB got it back. But a really nice start out of the weather delay for Kensington.
There's a potential 3-on-3 opportunity, as well as it's Naomi Newihe scampering back down to grab that loose ball, give it down to Bella Ramirez. And then on the near side, it's Jackson taking it inside, pushed out towards the byline, keeps it in off the leg of Rihanna Walker. And it's back out for Adriana Pepe.
Great defense there from Walker.
Shot from distance, too high.
Yeah, not too far off. It just sailed a little wide to that left side of the net, and good opportunity there from SJEB, who's going to want some more goals. They're clinging on to that 1-0 lead, but that's probably not going to be enough, as Kensington, they've shown their chances to be able to build it up in the midfield and go from there.
Kensington, 2 straight draws in their last 2 games. Their only loss of the season coming on May 16th, back against Real Central New Jersey at home. And on the other side of things, South Jersey Elite Barons, 1-1-0. They have a draw in their opener this year against Love City FC, and then they won on Thursday against the Delaware Ospreys. They need to be careful not to wear themselves too thin, though, because they had a game 2 days ago on Thursday. They're playing today. And then in another 3 days, they'll be playing against Fever SC on the road on Tuesday. And then next Friday, they're playing Penn Fusion SA before another 2 days later, they're playing against the Philadelphia Ukrainian Nationals. That's 4 games in 8 days for them, including this one.
Yeah, that's a lot on the legs, too, especially with such a limited bench. Having the weather delay definitely helps things a little bit with that work rate, but we'll see how they're able to handle it, as that's going to be offsides.
Well, speaking of long streaks there in the past couple of games, Kensington SC, they played their first game at home against Real Central New Jersey, as we previously mentioned. Their past 2 games have both been draws on the road against Love City and FC Monmouth, respectively. Today they're on the road. They're chasing a 1-0 deficit. And then on next Sunday, 8 days from now, they're on the road against the Delaware Ospreys before finally returning back home for their final 3 games of the season. So a long stretch of road games for Kensington, as South Jersey Elite Barons on their home pitch trying to get some more offense going here. Kept in the air by Pepe. Drop down for Morgan, wheeling her way around. Gets out to the outside for Jackson. Some space for Newihe finally. Only for a moment, though, as the ball goes off the leg of Walker and out for a corner kick to South Jersey Elite Barons.
Yeah, and the focus in this second half, Keegan, has been between Newihe and Walker on the individual effort between the two. And Walker has done a really good job of slowing down Newihe all evening long.
Short corner taken by South Jersey Elite Barons, and it's an overlap. A shot down low, right between the legs of Araba Abinye. A shot from Adriana Pepe on the short corner. She took it, gave it over to Semolonis. Took it right back, overlapped, down low, takes a shot, and it's in the 5-hole. South Jersey Elite Barons 2-0.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was going to get through, but it found an opening and a crease inside that 18 and went through the legs of the goalkeeper. Taking another look at it, as you can see, yeah, the corner comes in, then the shot, yeah, it kind of went right through the 5-hole, like you said, and it was a good strike, but found a hole and an opening. South Jersey Elite Barons lead 2-0.
They were looking for more a moment ago as Walker nudges off Newihe. Now they're looking to break back down a high arcing long ball towards their own bench. A duel between Hincapie. It's one out by her. It'll be a throw to the away team.
And now, you know, Kensington down in a 2-0 deficit. We'll see how they look to respond after falling down 2-0 out of the break. Here's a good opportunity to get one back.
And they have a lot of space on that near side. A shot from distance just goes a bit wide for Madison McDowell.
Yeah, that was a good opportunity there. Just didn't get the right shot off the foot there to get a cleaner look. But that's the idea you want, to try and get one back. Just didn't get the result in the end.
So 2 goals scored today. First one scored at around the 43rd minute by Olivia Broches, her second of the season. And then Adriana Pepe scoring her first of the year. And now another break for Newihe, shot into the arms of Araba Abinye.
And that was good job by Kensington's defense there to close down the angle, force a difficult shot from Newihe, and prevent the, SJEB from going up 3-0.
SJEB FC goal in the 68th minute. Adriana Pepe. The assist goes to number 10, Kira Semolonis.
So Semolonis with an assist on that play as well, as we have a free kick for Kensington SC.
Number 3, Adriana Pepe. The assist to number 10, Kira Semolonis. The goal in the 68th minute. SJEB FC 2, Kensington SC 0.
Magruder looks to take. That one a low, high arcing ball. Hanged in the air for a moment. Forward pass on the outside, kept in by Pierce Rufus. Then scored it out by the South Jersey Elite Barons defense. And now trying to get between the lines to go to the pace. Broches, who scored the first goal for South Jersey Elite Barons, chases this one, but the flag has gone up for offsides.
Yeah, and I love that idea. That was a great through ball, looking on the flanks for SJEB. And going back to the previous play for Kensington, I mean, just great defense by SJEB. A lot of swarming red jerseys there. Right place, right time to slow down that Kensington attack. Just job well done, and great ideas by both sides in these last minute or so.
Well, the ground's a little bit wetter from the rain that came moments ago. Rain has all but subsided at this moment, as we have a little bit of drizzle still lingering, but that slick turf is going to mean that ball's rolling across the ground a lot faster than normal, Max.
Yeah, that's a good point, Keegan. When you got these wet and slippery conditions, too, the ball's going to be moving a lot faster, a lot quicker pace. We've seen a pretty quick pace in this game. It's probably going to speed up things here in the later parts of this second half.
Turned by Rylan Carr, ultimately kicked away by South Jersey. It'll be another throw to be taken by Danielle Short, who's on the far side now. And a deft shove from the back line, and Real Central will look to move through Anya Carthy, who was subbed on after halftime. Has to drop back down for Jackson. Looks to get past 2 players, but couldn't quite do so. It'll be a throw for Cecchinaccio.
And for Anya Carthy, she hasn't had to do much since coming on in this game and hasn't been really tested here in this second half. I expect that to change as these last under 30 minutes or so start to ramp up, and the pressure is on Kensington now, being down 2-0.
Morgan does well to get past a couple of players. A late slide tackle just misses for Madison McDowell. And now it is South Jersey looking to move between the lines. Back down on that far side. Cut inwards. This is Erdman. Loses it for a moment. Semalonis, who had the assist on that goal earlier, in that back line looking to bolster the defense in case she is needed. Now far side again. Moving up ahead for Brochus. Down the line. And she didn't quite get there quick enough. It'll be a throw to Kensington.
Yeah, that was a good idea. Just a little too far out of the reach of Brochus as she started to make a run down that left far side. But the idea is really strong, and they've been trying to connect on the wings all game, and it's been working.
Carr wins this one in the midfield. Kensington looking to move ahead, but two players brought down that opportunity to pass. Julie Short picks it up on the near side. The TCNJ product moving down the wings, but a beautiful slide tackle from Pepe.
Yeah, the Pepe was the goal scorer, and now she's making herself be known on the defensive end. Great tackle there to kick it out of play, and SJEB working back beautifully right now.
Kensington's throw ends up at the edge of their attacking third, and now back past the halfway line. Magruder, under immense pressure, lobs that one down the near side, misses the shoulder of Julie Short. It'll be a throw once again to South Jersey.
Yeah, Magruder was under heavy pressure there, but did that masterfully. Did a really good job to be able to create a really nice turn and get out and open in space, and just wasn't able to connect on the cross in the end.
Well, during this stoppage, we're going to have a couple of substitutions. Pierce Rufus as well as Caitlin Frank making way. And moving back in for them, Emerson Cooper, one of the two players who enters. And she is joined by Hincapié. South Jersey does well to get away from that one. Pepe connects with Stewart. Goes back down to Carthy. Now out wide. Mounting pressure incoming from Kensington. Hincapié was at her back. The pass attempt went off the back of Danielle Short. It will be throw to Kensington after all said and done.
Yeah, and Keegan, I think the biggest thing I've noticed that is different from the two sides is that how each team builds out from the back. It seems like for Kensington, they're under pressure all the time in the back, where SJEB, it's very relaxed and very patient while under pressure.
Effective arm fighting there from Walker to push away Newihe from the ball. And now it'll be a foot race to get back to this one. South Jersey Elite Barons will win that one out in the end. And then a deep clearance by Anya Carthy.
Yeah, Anya Carthy just didn't get it right under her foot and went out of play. And she hasn't had to do much in this second half and hasn't had to do much with her feet at all. So just trying to get her foot right and get herself comfortable in this game has been important, especially out of that break, too, for a goalkeeper who came into the game in the second half, then has a break, getting comfortable and getting back into the swing of things. We'll see how she deals with that pressure, and that we saw an example of that right there with kicking it out of bounds.
A mix of subs for both sides as South Jersey Elite Barons will restart play. And making her appearance once again, Nevaeh Rourke. A lot of speed with her. Just a little bit of raw potential, too. She has a massive skill ceiling she could reach if she keeps with it. Kensington coming back near side. Down low for Ceccanaccio. Goes centrally for McDowell. Looking to move ahead, but it's headed away by, South Jersey Elite Barons, Brianna Lewis. Erdman coming inside, hits it long. And that's one to chase for Taylor Stewart, who just made an appearance. The flag stays down, but it is a throw to Kensington. Not quick enough for Stewart.
And you could tell Erdman was going to put that switch on, looking for Lewis. A good ball, just a little too much pace. And like you said, the slippery conditions on the turf is going to make the ball carry. That was kind of an example of that right there, Keegan.
Good touch from Stewart to keep that one high in the air, but ultimately it will land down with Kensington. It's recovered by Samolonis, looking to make her way into the penalty area. Shot down low and wide, coming down back door, not quick enough. Erdman was looking for that one, but that's a nice idea. The through ball was there, just not enough speed from the rest of her team.
Yeah, looking for Erdman on that back post, just a little too much on that pass. The idea was beautifully well done, and it was there. Erdman was on the back step, the back door of things, and just not able to connect on the through ball.
Penny, one of her first involvements in the action this evening. Brianna Lewis on that far side. Drop it out to Erdman. Player at her back. Good turn to take it back towards the middle. That one goes long, and it's cut down by Walker. Had she not been there, Newihe would have had a one-on-one opportunity with goal.
Almost a handball there by Kensington. Got to be careful there inside the 18.
Yeah, that's a good point there. A handball in that 18-yard box would have resulted in a spot kick for South Jersey Elite Barons, which would take things from bad to worse for Kensington and would put even more pressure on Abinye, who, despite the score, has been excellent tonight.
She has, and nothing you can really do. The second goal's tough. It kind of took a unlucky bounce there and ultimately went through her legs, and that's tough. She might have been screened. That's left to be seen, but she has been phenomenal there between the sticks in net for this Kensington side.
Magruder not just good on the defensive end, sends that one out long. Elena Hincapie gets there first for Kensington, sends that ball back in, not enough speed on it, jumbles around, and that will be corner number 1 for Kensington.
That might have been that was probably their best play in the build-up all evening long. A great 1-2 through ball there, finding the wings on the outside, and they get a corner out of it. Really job well done and a really beautiful play by this Kensington side.
Magruder made the entire play happen herself, coming in from that back line. Arms are raised on the far side of the pitch. Here's the delivery. It's low and out swinging, and South Jersey Elite Barons gets there first. It's Rourke with the clearance, and now she's chasing. She takes an arm off the face, but she stays in pursuit. It looks like it'll be throw to South Jersey.
Yeah, a little surprised.
It's given to Kensington, actually.
A little surprised there by the decision, Kensington to go with the low ball. I would have thought they would have put an out-swinging ball there inside the 18 to kind of get a scoring opportunity, but they were close there. Just a better read there by SJEB.
It was a one-on-one and a nice opportunity inside, cutting down low for Taylor Stewart, who lobs it ahead. Newihe not able to chase it well enough. It's cleared out in the end by Walker in front of the South Jersey Elite Barons bench as we pass the 80th minute. So 10 minutes left of regulation time, just under. And South Jersey spurring ahead again. Far side for Lewis. Cutting back inside, takes a hit, gets the ball out wide, and was looking for Penny. Not quite able to get there quick enough. And now a counter press incoming for Kensington. That pass goes between both of the players that was intended for. Danny Stewart's able to sweep it away for South Jersey.
Yeah, Kensington had Cooper up top, just wasn't able to find her, and they had numbers in a hurry, just took their time. And now that we're inside the 81st minute, the pressure is on. They are down 2-0, and you would expect them to ramp up the speed and tempo. And ever since going down 2-0, it's been a little slow, and SJEB has been in full control.
Erdman carries the ball from the far side centrally, takes a lot of contact, but then ultimately loses out in the end. Good thing that her teammate Sierra Penny was there to recover it, and it's kicked out wide for a throw. South Jersey Elite Barons just needs to nurse this 2-0 lead, Max, and let the clock run down as best as they can.
They do, and they can afford to slow things down a little bit, take a breath, and kind of recover their tempo and how they've been playing all game long. And ever since that weather delay, they have been quick. They've been to every 50-50 ball. They've matched the physicality. They've really slowed down this Kensington side and done a really nice job of doing so.
I think the break really did a lot for them, too.
Yeah.
And also, it's not blisteringly hot outside anymore.
That too.
The offense for Kensington's looking to heat up in this moment. A good turn from Georgette. She keeps it for the moment. Waiting to get numbers ahead. Bounces off of both players in the mix. Lewis, being an equal test to her, has to go back down to the midfield. Out wide. Ceccanaccio. Mistimed pass. It goes into the legs of Taylor Stewart. Sent ahead, and Newihe was looking for this one, wondering why it couldn't quite get to her. Short on the outside. Taking it to the byline. She's locked up with Stewart. Stewart tries to be physical. She squeezes through. Short. Centering pass just in front of Carthy, and she decisively goes and scoops it up.
That was a really good individual effort there from Short. First, the initial touch, and then the turn to be able to create some space. And the through ball was there. Just couldn't find a yellow and white jersey. But I love the idea, and the anticipation was really good there from Short, and really got really creative when Kensington needs it most.
Newihe sticking with this one. Goes down low. Legs were tangled up. Stays with it. The official doesn't even lift an arm. Advantage played and continued to do so. Newihe carries it across the length of the pitch. She's been taking quite some abuse when she's been up top there. Walker has been a mark on her all evening long, and she's done a really good job of keeping the promising young center forward quiet.
She has, and she's done a really good job even when Newihe has so much more speed and is really precise on that first touch, but she's matched the physicality really well and gotten creative in the back where the play it looks like Newihe is going to get past her, but Walker does such a great job recovering.
Pepe and Stewart playing with each other to try to escape from Short. Near side for Taylor Stewart. Ceccanaccio sent ahead for Short. Great tackle, well timed by Taylor Stewart. And that will be another substitution for Kensington.
Phenomenal tackle there by Stewart. She timed that perfectly and was able to get there first, and just a really good individual effort. And it looked like Kensington was up and running, and then Taylor kind of came out of nowhere and made a great slide tackle on that play.
Ceccanaccio near side. Sent back down low. Picked up by who else? By Sam Malonis. A nice cutting ball, looking for Brochus. She gets there first. Sent ahead, looking to spur on Newihe. Can she win a foot race against Short? They're grappling up against each other. Short tries to clear as far as she can. It's only out to Sam Malonis. Taking it back center. Shot down low. Bouncer. Dropped, but quickly recovered by Aubigné.
Yeah, and that's the impact of the wet turf, Keegan. It took a little bit of a roll there to be able to get to Aubigné originally, and she bobbled it originally, but able to recover fast.
Danny Stewart. Under pressure, gets it out. Georgette, her presence has been felt by the back line of South Jersey Elite Barons this evening, too. And that was another opportunity for South Jersey to possibly score. Coming down on the near side, centering pass, drop down low, and into the Glassboro sky. It was off the foot of Sierra Penny, who could have had a third for South Jersey Elite Barons there.
Oh, man, Keegan, that was a golden opportunity left on a silver platter there to add the third goal of the night, and essentially bearing, something overseen, putting this one away. But that was a great opportunity for the South Jersey Elite Barons, and, a little bit wasted there, but a great setup and a really nice play in the build-up.
Goal kick from Kensington. Has some backspin on it. It's off the head of Sierra Penny. Down low, volleyed, and now down for Rourke. Good speed from her. She took some bit of a shove there from Bianca Rivera from William Patterson, but she did a good job keeping the ball away at the end. Pepe scored the second goal for South Jersey this evening. Goes off the chest of Rourke into the corner. Couple players ahead of her. That shot, nice curler from the outside, headed away for now. Kensington able to get there first. She was looking to pick up Emily Morgan, who was waiting between the lines there. She sends it ahead down the near side, or the far side, rather. Carrie Jackson not quick enough, and she'll lose out in the end. It'll be a throw to Kensington as time winds down. Less than 3 minutes remaining of regulation time here.
And for the South Jersey Elite Barons in this last couple minutes, this is the best they've looked all game. They're really moving the ball really quickly from side to side, controlling possession completely right now. And they've had a couple really dangerous opportunities to extend to their lead. They are looking really nicely right now, even having that 2-0 control.
Ball hucked all the way down the pitch by McDowell. No yellow and white shirts there to get back. And it'll be Anya Carthy rolling it off her foot. Low down pass to Penny. Back over to the near side for Stewart, but wasn't able to get there quick enough. And Kensington has a throw in the attacking third as the minutes wane here in Glassboro.
Yeah, just not on the same page there between the two players on South Jersey Elite Barons. And now Kensington, the pressure has been on it, and it's really starting to mount here as the final minutes come to a close.
Good move by McDowell. She has to get past a couple more. She'll send it down low. Looks like some pain on Bianca Rivera's leg as she makes the pass. It's picked up by South Jersey and now moving ahead. Rourke calling for this one as Morgan takes it back near side, takes a shove for her trouble. Rourke stays onside. Morgan can overlap as Rourke goes back center. Morgan off her left foot, a curler onto the far side of the area. And it looks like Pierce Rufus gets there first, but she's tangled up against Lewis. They're still fighting for it. A bit of a jersey tug and a trip, and that will be a free kick on the outside of the penalty area.
Yeah, and well-deserved for SJEB, as that was a great turn to be able to set up that free kick, and now they'll have another chance to add on to their 2-0 lead, as this is just outside of the 18. And
although it looks like they're in no hurry to do so, Max.
No, they're sitting well with that 2-0 lead. They've been moving at such an extraordinary pace these last few minutes or so, and moving the ball very quickly along the flanks.
Two red shirts waiting. It's going to go back to Samolonis. Take it all the way into the corner. And it'll be kicked out. Throw to South Jersey Elite Barons. Samolonis picks it right up. We'll throw it down low, and they're just going to try and play for time. Goes off the foot of a Kensington defender. And that's the final whistle here in South Jersey. Your final score this evening in the WPSL. South Jersey Elite Barons win 2-0 over Kensington Soccer Club.
Yeah, and it was a well-deserved victory for the South Jersey Elite Barons. They really controlled the possession as this game went on. Two really nice goals as well, set up really nicely. The first one was an initial through ball that was hit really well, and then right place, right time to be able to score the first goal. And then the second one, did they get a little bit lucky? Maybe, but it was still a really nice setup and went through the 5-hole of the goalkeeper of Kensington. And Kensington, they fought hard. It's just SJEB, their attack and their buildup gave them issues in the end, and they came out with the 2-0 result.
So that win will advance South Jersey Elite Barons to 2-1-0. Will give them 7 points on the season, which puts them firmly in the top 3 here in conference play in the WPSL. But that's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. Your final score, once again, 2-0 in favor of the South Jersey Elite Barons. Goals scored by Olivia Brochus in the first half, and then Adriana Pepe in the second after the resumption of the match post-rain delay. I'm Keegan Thompson, joined alongside Max Fountain. A special thank you to our producers this evening of Dylan Corsi and Shane Alexa, who also doubled as our fantastic camera operator. And from South Jersey, Glassboro, I'm saying so long and good night to you folks at home.